corrections or things to be said more sternly, that's my job. Comes with the job. I embrace the dark side. I'd like to say thank you all for coming out here to Ronald Reagan. We get you the list of bios of the folks who are coming out here, and you all obviously lead very busy lives, and it's great that you were able to take the time to get away and come out here and see what we do here on Ronald Reagan. We get to, being on an aircraft carrier, we get to give a lot of tours for different folks, but it's usually in port. And you're going to run into the same problem that we always run into, is that you now have to explain to everyone what it's like on an aircraft carrier. And when you do it in port, there's nothing going on. You're standing up on the flight deck, and there's no planes. There's just a big metal groove running the length of the flight deck, and you kind of bring your cousins or your friends or your friends' friends or whoever it is, and you stand there and you go, all right, there's going to be a big jet right here, and the jet blast effector, that thing over there, it's going to pop up, and there's going to be a whole bunch of noise, and if you're really good, you can pretend you're a shooter and go through all the motions and do the salute and do the whole point at the deck kind of thing, and then go and just imagine, the rumbling in your chest, and then the jet goes down that track and it goes off the side. And, well, hopefully off the front. You guys got to go see that today, and you can imagine how challenging it is to explain that to people. And then you've been wandering around the ship, and when you do it in port, there's all the mess decks are empty. It's kind of a ghost town. I like to say that the carrier is asleep, but what you saw today, it's wide awake. And the reason it's wide awake is there's all these different sailors out here doing some pretty amazing things. And they're all, kind of this age, early 20s, young Americans who got out of high school and decided they wanted to serve their country, and they're on board here doing an amazing number of things. If you were to go forward about 100 yards and then start heading down, there's 2 nuclear reactors up there, and there's some really smart guys and gals who either finished college and came straight into the Navy, or finished high school and went and did a really painful 1.5 to 2 years of training. And now they're down there working sometimes 5 hours on and 10 hours off for weeks at a time, running that nuclear reactor. It's hard work, and the only satisfaction they get out of that is the challenge of the work and knowing that they're serving their country. Other strange things, we got folks out here who do religious ministries. You got our lawyer over here and her legal assistants, a bunch of paralegal type folks out here. Firefighters, folks working for a chief engineer who know how to repair air conditioning. There's one shop in here where they can strip the copper off a motor and then rewind the full copper windings on a motor this big around, which I don't even know you could do that, much less that you can do it out on a carrier at sea. And then over here, we have the folks who cooked and served your dinner tonight, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Culinary Specialist 3rd Class Petty Officer Trina Tosh from Yuma, Illinois.
Evening, I'm Culinary Arts Specialist Garcia. I'm from Los Angeles, California.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Culinary Specialist 3rd Class Mike Cruz. I'm from Yosemite, California.
Good evening, folks. I'm Aviation Ordnance Sports, and I'm from the island of Guam.
Good evening. I'm Aviation Ordnance 3rd Class Petty Officer. I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
All right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Interior Communications Electrician Stephanie Palanick, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Aviation Electrician's Mate Colbert. I'm from Helena, Montana.
All right. So, guys, hold on a sec. So we have